When a customer has to go to war with your packaging just to open it, the product inside is already starting from a deficit. Companies spend millions of dollars engineering premium products, only to ship them in generic corrugated boxes that look like they barely survived a wrestling match with a bear. The unboxing experience is the final, most vulnerable touchpoint of the sales funnel. It's the specific moment a digital promise becomes a physical reality in a customer's hands. If that reality requires a sharp object and intense physical exertion, you create cognitive friction, a mental and physical resistance that triggers immediate frustration. When the first physical interaction with a brand is this difficult, it creates a negative association that overrides the quality of the item itself, making a second purchase highly unlikely. The first tier of our audit is physical friction. This is the hostage situation, where a company mummifies a box in tape to compensate for a container that was never the right size to begin with. Getting into these boxes is a stressful exercise in patience. By the time the tape finally gives way, the customer has moved from excitement to exhaustion before they've even seen what they paid for. The solution is a shift in engineering. By prioritizing structural sizing and internal support, you can secure the product without relying on excessive adhesives. Novira Packaging Solutions approaches this through custom die-cut rigid boards and perfectly measured inserts, tailored to the exact dimensions of the item. Look at how this wireframe functions. These inserts cradle the product purely through geometry, locking it in place with zero dead space and no need for external force or extra tape. When you remove that physical barrier, the unboxing becomes a brief, seamless transition into the product experience. Next is visual friction. This is the discount fireworks stand look, a premium product buried under clashing colors, competing fonts, and chaotic edge-to-edge printing. This heat map shows what happens without visual hierarchy. Competing elements overwhelm a brain's processing capacity, forcing eyes to dart around aimlessly. TrueMark Branding Solutions solves this by leveraging negative space. This minimalist approach calms the visual field, guiding focus to a single central point. They apply high-end accents like spot UV or silver holographic foiling to signal quality through detail rather than high-volume graphics. This restraint projects brand confidence. It reduces the mental load on the customer and increases the perceived value of the product inside. The final barrier is tactile dissonance. This is the disconnect of receiving a luxury item housed inside cheap, industrial-feeling corrugated cardboard. Hands transmit value signals to the brain long before the eyes process the object. When the texture doesn't match the price point, the brain flags the product as a lower tier. If a premium skincare serum arrives in a box that feels like a greasy automotive parts delivery, the tactile experience contradicts the brand's luxury claim. Imprimis Print Co. specializes in bridging this gap, using heavy-duty commercial printing tech to deliver finishes that feel as expensive as the product. Getting these crisp, flawless finishes on luxury materials is a high-pressure industrial process that cannot be replicated with standard, low-tier printing. Aligning the feel of the package with the tier of the product validates the customer's decision the moment they pick it up. Contrast the frustration of a mummified box with the effortless reveal of a perfectly engineered unboxing. An effortless unboxing is something customers actually want to show off. It turns a routine shipment into organic social content that people choose to film and share. Usually, executing structural engineering, visual hierarchy, and tactile finishing requires managing 3 different vendors. ZK Print Solutions houses all 3 pillars, Novira, TrueMark, and Imprimis, under one roof to ensure every element works in unison. Stop letting your packaging become a negative meme. Click the link to get a custom quote and move your brand beyond amateur hour. Engineer a physical experience that reinforces your brand identity from the very first touch.